Hey, well, Cold War server's jumping at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. I forget that clicks are reversed in Leatherneck aircraft. It's left click to advance and right click to go back, which is the absolute opposite of every other fucking module in the game. It's a bit confusing. I hope when they redo the 21 cockpit, they standardize that as well. The number of times I've accidentally turned my radar off and then lost use of it for the next 20 minutes as it warms back up is really kind of staggering. Need to fix the texture on this radar screen as well. It's really, really reflective. MiG-21? Yep, MiG-21 alright. You need a lightweight version without a radar. I mean, the radar has its moments. It doesn't have very many of them, but it does have them. I do want a couple more MiG-21s though. Like a first gen and a second gen as well would be really nice to have. No, this isn't Growling Sidewinder, this is the Cold War server. There are people in here today. And when I joined, Red was really badly outnumbered. Sitting slightly offset from my rudder pedals. I'll sort that out before I get off the ground, otherwise bad things are going to happen. I feel like my left pedal's playing up again. I'll have to bear that in mind. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to take these things apart again because they're getting very, well, not as jittery as they were, but a bit jittery. I don't know what was causing it last time. I still don't know what's causing it, but I think it might be dust or something getting into the mechanism because it's really not very well protected from that sort of thing. Fights the other man? Yeah, other day man. I just fucking woke up if you can't tell. Yeah, that was good fun. Hopefully next time Discord won't crash out on me and take my microphone with it. Haircut? Yeah, I got a haircut like, what? Friday? No, not Friday. Fucking, I forget. A couple days ago, put it that way. Oh shit. I thought I heard explosions. But yeah, I literally just dragged myself out of bed and jumped on the server, so my flying might be a little janky while I kind of wake up. Flap set, trim set, let's go. Hey QLK, thanks for the follow. Yeah, this is the Cold War server. Cold War 1947 to 1991. 283 for 130. There has to be one closer than that, surely. Yeah, Cold War, CJ. This is the first server I played in DCS, and it's still my favorite when I can get in here. Hey, Geltex. Grenade for 110, apparently. So they're all towards Minvodi, which is their main base. We'll go over there and screw with them. Well, CJ, that sounds like a you problem. Get yourself a MiG-21. This thing is a lot of fun to fly. Yeah, I love the cockpit. This is my kind of bird. Miss me with that glass cockpit shit. This is what I like. Lots of steam gauges, everything written in Russian, and blue paint. Yeah, they're all around Minvodi. Lots of Vigans and a couple of F5s from what I saw on the way in. There's Minvodi in the distance, those mountains. Wow, Warp. Wow, that's a bit rude. I still haven't updated SRS. I really need to remember to do that. Because people do actually tend to use comms on this server. We don't have a GCI though. We're going to drop down to the deck because we're getting a bit close to their base. Still got a little bit of fuel in the belly tank. God, I cannot wait to wire up that stick for this. It's going to be so awesome. try get on with SRS since everyone was looking for me last time. If you could also, like, maybe double up that in Discord, just because I haven't updated it yet. I don't think my version of SRS is compatible with the current one. You don't have to, just if possible. Cheers, dude. I don't know how long's left in the mission. Hopefully a while. So what I'm thinking for streams today is this one might be a couple of hours long, probably not going to be a really long stream, and then I might do a much longer one later where I'm playing on DDCS with Tom and whoever else wants to come along. Maybe GS as well, but probably DDCS as priority. What about if I get the 19? The 19's in here, you can fly it here. The 19's quite nice, I just prefer the way this handles, and I find the MiG-21 a lot more user-friendly in a lot of ways. The 19's a more stable aircraft in a lot of ways, but the twitchy controls on this thing really let you get a lot out of it that you can't really get out of the 19 currently. 15 if you're a real man. Hey, I really need to start actually flying that thing. It is a nice module. Oh, bit of stuttering. Straight 9 for 50. Have we actually pushed him out of min body? What is going on here? Belly tank's just about empty. Should be about another minute, maybe a bit less. There we go. 292.45. Yeah, he's just taken off, I'd say. We'll ditch the belly tank. Radar on for all the good it's going to do us, and we'll get nice and low. It's going to be so nice when they redo the cockpit and we actually have some degree of forward visibility. Gun caught, missiles selected. Why is it repeating this song? Hey Skittles. How you doing, dude? The classic merged just out of nowhere. See him behind me, don't see him above me. We're going to gain some altitude, which is a bit risky, but we'll try it. Come on, AWACS, talk to me. Merged again. Man, this AWACS is trying to get me killed. I swear I just saw something over there. Two, three, 4 for 2. There he is. Oh, he's not very experienced to be doing that against a MiG-21. It's R60 time. That might not track. Yeah, that didn't track. It was a bit too sharp of a shot. But he's in deep shit now. There's a hit. He's still got his beacon light on as well. I think there might be another coming in. Not sure if that was another MiG or if that was the F5's buddy. We got to deal with this guy quickly, which we're about to do. Not sure if he's trying to belly land or if he's trying to escape. I think he's trying to escape. There goes a wing. That's a big one. Someone else got him, but we got a shot away as well to kill him. That is a dead as fuck Vigan. As usual, both missiles go off the same pylon. How are we on fuel? Enough. Oh shit. I think my MiG buddy just got splashed there. Let's see another spec coming in. 2 specs. That's a Vigan. No, that's his wreck. Did he splash another Vigan? What the fuck is that? No, that's... I think that might be an F5. Yeah, that's an F5. Good track. Fuck yeah. We're RTB. I think we got credit for that Vigan as well, although my teammate hit him first, he hadn't killed him. And as much as I bitch about seagulls and kill stealing and so on when I'm in growling Sidewinder server, especially somewhere like this or DDCS, there is no ownership of kills. The point is to shoot down enemy aircraft. It doesn't matter who gets it as long as the guy is dead. So we're going to burn away from that a bit to put some separation between us and the rest of their team. Then we're going to climb up and intercept the RSBN beacon for Mozdok, and then we're going to fly it home. A model cat in Cold War, I don't know, maybe when the MiG-23 comes out, yeah, that would actually work really well. The Phoenixes would still be a pain in the ass, but they should be fixed by then, they should be more realistic, so it would be more difficult to use them. I may have just oversped the engine. It's fine, we got plenty of speed on, so we can just air relight it. This is one of the problems with the MiG-21 module, which I kind of hope that Leatherneck fixed in the update, is that it's too easy to overspeed the aircraft. You don't want to be above 1,300 kilometers an hour indicated, otherwise you lose the engine. The aircraft's limit is 1300. The problem is it is so easy as the MiG-21 currently stands to exceed that even at low level, and it shouldn't be. This thing should have such bad buffet at above 0.98 indicated mark at low level that it's difficult to fly, whereas at the moment it doesn't. So hopefully that'll get addressed at some point. I'll make it that little bit harder to kill your engine accidentally, because when you're trying to fly low, you're looking out the windscreen, you're not looking down at your airspeed indicator there. Right, up we go, gain some altitude for the RSBN beacon. I'm probably a fair ways to the southwest of where I want to be. Excuse the loud noises, I've got the air conditioner running, it's quite hot. Even though it's only 3:40 in the morning here, it is quite hot. Yep, there we go. I've actually overshot our airfield. I think I've gone past it. Kinda low on fuel. 70 kilometers to go. We should have enough. We'll come off the power either way. Never heard the AC? Oh wow. Yeah, despite the accent, I'm Canadian, so I would take cold over hot every single time. I really hate the summer here, it's awful. And then I get funny looks from the locals as I walk around in a t-shirt when it's like 2 below zero. I've lived in Australia for 22 years and I have never adjusted to the climate here. Never. I don't think I ever will. I think we do have Beslan as a divert option, but from what I recall there were enemy ground units there we had to clear out first, so I'm kind of not confident. Send you a pick of that Cobra MiG-21? I think you did, yes. Oh, that's something. It isn't one of my skins, it's one I found on DCS user files, but I finally got one of the early Soviet VVS flanker skins working, kind of the transitional scheme, right after they adopted the Su-27 and as the Soviet Union was kind of transitioning to the Russian Federation. That really washed out pale blue-grey camo with the green on the dielectric housings. Yeah. I got that to work. It took me months to figure out why it wasn't working, but it is now. So it looks pretty slick. I think that'll be my new go-to skin when I fly the Su-27. I want to make my own version as well with a few adjustments, like the Aircraft of Excellence symbol and stuff. 33 kilometers, and we still haven't even hit the last 450 liters of fuel. We got plenty. That's what, 1 gun kill, 2 missile kills. I'm happy with that. And that was doing it the old-fashioned way without a GCI. Oh! Oh, look at that! There's our home base right there. I will catch up a bit more in chat once I have landed. For any new viewers here, welcome to the stream. I do read chat off my phone because I have a single monitor and the most scuffed setup imaginable. So I do sometimes take a while to catch up on chat. If I miss something you say, I do apologize. I will see it eventually. But yeah, if you got anything really pressing you want to ask me or whatever, just repeat it until I see it, pretty much. We've also got a very good wealth of knowledge that typically hangs out in my chat. So if you've got questions about DCS in general or specific aircraft, those guys can probably help answer them. If you see Outrageous Pom in chat, he knows as much about a Hornet as someone who actually flies one. So if you need anything answered about that, I know nothing about the Hornet and I'm very bad at flying it, but he is very familiar with the aircraft. And Skittles here, Driving Wolf, actually worked on F-14s while he was in the Navy. Ask him how he got the name Skittles. I'm sure he will love telling you. Lumber. Hopefully no one's on the runway. I've got maybe enough fuel for a single go around, maybe. A bit more power. Getting a tad bit low, tad bit slow for where I'd like to be. Got to keep the lift coming over those flaps. They are blown flaps in the 21 bis. It was introduced in the late second generation MiG-21s and persisted through the third gens. So you want to keep your engines at or above 80%, otherwise you lose a lot of your lift with the flaps down. I typically come in fast and flat. It's just a habit I've developed, but pretty easy to land this thing. I think I do see someone on the runway. I just hope he's not obstructing it. Like silk. Shoot out. There it is. Again, easiest module in the game to land, don't at me. We'll just kind of pull over to the side here on this crossways taxiway, rearm and refuel here, and then we'll go straight back up for another round.